Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The scent of jasmine candle smoke still hung in the air when I found the earring. A single, gold hoop resting on the corner of our bed, shimmering against the white sheet like a confession. It wasn't mine. I hadn't worn hoops in years. My stomach twisted as though my insides had turned to glass, ready to shatter. Maria must have dropped it, I told myself. Our housekeeper had been with us for 8 years, soft-spoken, dependable. She cleaned our bedroom every Friday. But today was Tuesday. A voice inside me whispered something darker, colder. I silenced it and picked up the earring with trembling fingers, tossing it into my dresser drawer like it burned me. For 15 years, David and I had built what everyone called a perfect marriage. The kind neighbors admired, 2 kids in college, matching mugs in the kitchen, weekend brunches, and laughter that still echoed through the walls. But lately, his laughter had changed. It was quieter, guarded. He started working from home more often, and when I passed by his office, I'd catch him shutting his laptop quickly, his voice just a beat too cheerful. Just emails, love, he'd say. Nothing interesting. But love wasn't supposed to sound like that, like an apology waiting to happen. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, the image of that earring flashed before me. I remembered Maria bending over the laundry basket last week, David walking by with his shirt off after a run. The way her cheeks flushed. How he had smiled, too long, too warm. The next morning, I watched them. From the kitchen doorway, I saw Maria scrubbing the counter while David made coffee. He poured her a cup too. I had never seen that before. She hesitated, her lips parting, then smiled as he handed it to her. My chest tightened. When he noticed me, his hand jerked, spilling a drop on the counter. "Morning, babe," he said quickly. "You were up early." "Couldn't sleep," I replied, staring at Maria. She wouldn't meet my eyes. For days, I told myself I was imagining things. That I was being paranoid. That after 15 years, my mind was playing cruel tricks on me. But paranoia doesn't smell like perfume on your husband's collar, the same scent Maria wore. One afternoon, I came home early from the grocery store. The house was quiet. Too quiet. David's car was in the driveway, Maria's bike leaning against the fence. I froze at the sound of laughter upstairs. Her laughter. His voice, low and intimate. My heart pounded so loudly I could barely breathe. I walked up the stairs one step at a time, each creak echoing like a warning. At the top, I saw the door to our bedroom slightly open. A sliver of light spilled into the hallway. Inside, I caught a glimpse I can never unsee. Maria's bare shoulder, David's hand tracing it like he was memorizing every inch. My throat went dry. My body refused to move. I just stood there, a ghost in my own home. Then I stepped back. Quietly. Carefully. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I walked down the stairs, set the groceries on the counter, and sat in silence, staring at nothing. When David finally came down an hour later, freshly showered, he smiled like everything was normal. "You're home early." I looked up at him, my voice flat. "Yeah. I forgot the eggs." He nodded, poured himself water, and kissed my head. I wanted to slap him. I wanted to scream until my throat bled. But instead, I asked calmly, "How was work?" He blinked, the faintest flicker of guilt in his eyes. "Busy as always." Lies, smooth as silk. That night, he kissed me goodnight like always, his lips brushing mine, soft and mechanical. When he fell asleep, I lay there staring at the ceiling, listening to the rhythm of his breathing. Every exhale felt like betrayal seeping into the air. The next morning, Maria acted normal, too normal. She hummed while folding sheets, her hands shaking just slightly. "You can go home early today," I said, forcing a smile. "I'll take care of the rest." She looked startled. "Oh, are you sure?" "Yes," I said gently. "You've done enough." When she left, I went into David's office and opened his laptop. He always said he had nothing to hide, but his password was still our anniversary date. The irony cut deep. The first email thread I found wasn't even hidden. Subject line: Wednesday afternoon. Her name. Her words. Her heart spilled in digital ink. I miss you when she's around. I hate lying. I wish I could stay in your arms forever. My hands shook as I scrolled through the messages. Intimate confessions, secret plans, little jokes about me. About how she'll never notice. The betrayal didn't just wound, it hollowed me. When David came home that evening, I was waiting at the table. The laptop sat open between us. He stopped dead in the doorway. "I found your emails," I said softly. His face paled. "Claire, please, it's not." "Don't," I snapped, the words slicing through the air. "Don't insult me with excuses." He ran a hand through his hair, pacing. "It just happened, okay? I didn't mean for it to. You were distant, and she was just there." Distant. After 15 years of standing by him through layoffs, illness, and every sleepless night raising our children, he called me distant. "Do you love her?" I whispered. He hesitated. That was answer enough. I stood, feeling the final piece of my heart crumble. "Pack your things." He reached for me. "Claire, please, I made a mistake." I stepped back. "So did I. I believed you." He left that night with a suitcase and guilt heavy in his eyes. Maria never came back. The silence in the house felt both suffocating and freeing. Weeks later, I found a letter slipped under the door. From Maria. It said she was sorry, that she never meant to hurt me. She wrote that David told her I didn't love him anymore. That he planned to leave me first. I burned the letter without reading the rest. Some nights, I still walk into that bedroom and see the faint outline where the earring fell. The sheets have been changed, the room rearranged, but ghosts linger in small things. The way the air shifts, the faint echo of laughter that doesn't belong. 15 years of loyalty ended in a heartbeat. But sometimes, betrayal isn't an ending. It's an awakening. And when people ask me how I survived it, I tell them the truth. I didn't just survive. I rebuilt. I learned that even after your heart breaks, it still remembers how to beat, only this time, for yourself.